Welcome, guys. It's time to have fun a bit. Well, at least I believe we're gonna have some fun. At least I hope we will. I'm trying to stay funny, and I'm definitely gonna try to stay funny this time, and make sure everything is looking awesome on your end because I mean, that's our mutual goal. We need to stay awesome. We need to have fun. Ask me whatever you want. I mean, whatever you want, you can ask me. Come on, ask me, guys. Ask me whatever you want. I'm pretty much like an open book this time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I wanna have fun today. Any impression? Any UFC thoughts? I need to tweet this. Yeah, I wanna have fun today. I wanna have fun. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Ask me anything you want. Pretty much like an open book now. Alright, guys, I will be waiting for your questions. We'll be live for 1 hour. Thanks for skyrocketing my popularity. It's really something I needed for a prolonged period of time. Really something that I pretty much needed in my life, and I'm very much grateful to you for that. Shoot in with questions, please. Or any impression, maybe. For this 1 hour, I want to have fun with my fans, so shoot in with questions, with impressions, with everything. I'm gonna ask you one question. Let's see who wins. I really want to see who wins here. More people believe Pena is going to win, which is okay to some point, but I think it's gonna be a banger. I'm gonna go with no distance for that fight. I think the fight will not go the distance. That's gonna be my final pick. Now, I intentionally picked this time because some guys with more follows are not live at this time. We don't have Luke Thomas, for example. We don't have my good friend, the MMA Guru. We don't have the MMA Halls. We don't have majority of them. But again, let's just fucking have fun. Okay, any questions? Any impressions? Any wishes? Or what should I say? Anything to eat here? Like Fuji says to James Lynch, anything to eat here? I think I'm just gonna go to open this window and I hope to see questions when I get back. Uh, KKR France. I have a feeling we might see the upset though. I like two stuff. I like Brandon Moreno decision and I like KKR France KO or TKO. I think KKR France KO TKO is gonna work here. That should be my prediction. I think we might see an upset. Moreno is talking too much. KKR France remains focused on the fight. That is enough for me to believe that KKR France is really interested in winning the fight. It should be the main event, absolutely backing that up. It should be the main event, yes. But there's a heated rivalry between Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena. So I understand why they chose Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes for the main event, but again, you are right. This should be the main event. Backing you up 100%. Many people picking Juliana Pena in this chat. I'm also going to change my graphics design, layout, and such things. I plan to make some changes in the days to come. Also, my t-shirt is on a chemical cleaning. Just know, I gave it to chemical cleaning, so it should be ready next week. Okay, I'm just gonna change my t-shirt a bit. And once the MMA Halls t-shirt arrives, that's going to be a special moment in my career. Absolutely, it's going to be a special moment in my career, as I plan to wear this t-shirt as soon as it arrives. Yeah, I like the cult, the MMA Hall. This whole idea of the MMA Hall cult, it's awesome. It's awesome for me. It matches my personality, but there is one difference. I train and I'm a fighter, but they are great guys. They have a passion for the greatest sport in the world, and that's something we should definitively appreciate. Did you see Dana get big mad on Contender Series? Yes, I've seen it. We've seen only one stoppage, and Dana White was hoping for stoppages. But have you seen how mad he was when the fighter missed the scale by 10 pounds? It was like, I understand when Hadley missed the scale by 1 pound, but 10 pounds is just too much. I mean, Dana wants knockouts by any means necessary, but you have to realize that you can't score a knockout every single time. Yes, I've seen how Dana was getting angry. What do you think about his anger? I think Dana needs to visit anger management control. I used to be very angry prior to taking meds and taking my situation seriously, but now I'm not angry. Now I'm just a calm guy. No, life is way easier when you don't get furious too often. It's way easier for you. Life is way better too. No, being too furious, it's harmful. And I've seen how Dana was angry. It was funny, man. But too much of unnecessary stress. It's gonna shorten your life. I don't wanna shorten my life though. I think Dana should deal with anger management issues. Anger management treatment is what needs to done, and I'm dead ass about that. Have you seen how he got stroke after Steve Mazzagati's controversial disqualification of John Jones? Have you seen how furious he was? Dozer, hey champ, how are you, man? How's everything doing, man? Big shout out to the guy who made my Discord. When we're already discussing that, I need to give a link to a Discord. Yeah, please join my Discord chat. Everybody picking Pena. Feeling Jewish. Haha, let's go. Then also fired back at Dan Hardy. Ah, man, but why is he touching Dan Hardy? I mean, why are you interfering Dan Hardy in all of this? If you're mad at your wife, it's okay, man, but why? Just saying why. Feeling Jewish. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm very glad you're feeling Jewish. When you say Juru, let's go, Juru. I know, man, but I'm a big fan of Dan Hardy. Why? Too much of the unnecessary argument and the unnecessary stress on the end of Dana White. Jew poop! Yeah, I know when you're asking Guru the questions like, hey mate, did you poo today? Like, of course. Yeah, 1 hour I'm gonna have fun. So let's bring this on. Let's turn it into a fun chat. Haven't been doing this kind of chats for a very, very long period of time, so I really need this. Guru is the youngest rabbi in Great Britain history. Guru is the youngest rabbi. Rabbin. You think the youngest rabbin? I didn't know he's rabbin. uh, how old do you have to be to become rabbin? The youngest rabbi. How old do you have to be to become that? How old is Guru anyway? What's his age? It's hard for me, you know. It's pretty much hard for me to tell how old Guru is. 1 year old, but Guru got half the price at 0.1. 24. 24! Man, I would never say that Guru is 24. Way to go. For 24 years of age, Guru is super successful. 24 kilograms. 1 year old, but Guru get half the price at 0.1. For 24-year-old, the guy rocks. At 24 years of age, I was finishing college, man. I knew nothing about YouTube. I was finishing college back at 24 years of age. If I could turn back time, I would have certainly chosen a different way around. No, 36. There you go, my age. 34. I'm 34. Good age to still fight. Congrats on 12K, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. If they stop my therapy, I'm going back to fighting. I'm just training now at the local dojo, but if they stop my therapy, if they remove one of medications, then I'm going to think about fight. Aljo is mailing Aljo is mailing Guru the bantamweight world championship belt right now. Guru is cutting to 135 to defend it. Aljo is mailing him. I've seen that Guru wrote Aljo. Aljo offers excuses, etc., etc. Aljo. I've seen his headlines. What is that all about? The same age Masvidal KO Till. Let's go, man. Can somebody tell me what is that all about? Everybody having Pena. 6 votes. What is that all about? Can somebody tell me? I've just seen Guru's headlines that Aljo was offering excuses. So, what actually happened there? Because I know Guru criticizes every single fighter. Amanda Nunes is a male. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe we should ask Dana White that question. No, really, what happened between Guru and Aljo? I missed the whole thing. I've only seen when Guru donated to Sean O'Malley, when Sean O'Malley gave him shout out. I've seen that. I was training this week very, very hard. Yesterday, cage control session was brutally hard. Today I was running and I was doing striking in the woods. I was doing striking in the forest. And I was running also. So people are just saying, Vlad, how do you have such a good striking? Because Vlad trains. Vlad trains on his own. I'm training alone, on my own. Yes? Okay. Aljamain Sterling apologizes to MMA Guru. Okay, I'm gonna listen to it. Okay. Like Irka.
Yo. Yo, his guys are actually attacking. Bro, he has a very loyal
Like
fan
Iri.
base. You gotta give it to him. It is cool. It is cool to see. So props and kudos to you for that. And just to clarify on that, people think I'm like talking shit about the guy. I'm not talking shit about the guy. You can have an opinion on a sport and not actually have done it at a high level. That wasn't the case. I just felt like some of the critique he makes could be a little bit disrespectful to some of the athletes. And I even like for myself, like just when I describe these fights, we break them down. I'm always conscientious about just
I'm listening.
what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, because I know how it feels as a fighter. Like people say, oh, for tough guys, we're like super sensitive. I'm like, do you guys forget we're still not robots. We may be trained killers, but we're not robots. Yeah. We're not emotionless people. We just know how to turn on the switch when it's time to go. It's time to fucking go. You know, so for people that say that, like, well, for a fighter, you're very emotional. I'm like, yeah, I am, and I will emotionally destroy you and rip every limb from your body. Like,
well, it's like, what do you expect if you spend, like, with fighting, it's so focused and you're like sacrificing so much of your life and like good, like ability to feel good for like 6 weeks. You're gonna be emotional about what you're doing, of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've seen. Okay, let me see another video that Champ sent. I'm gonna listen to another video.
Leon Edwards in the blunt rotation impression. That's 9 pulls in a row. Pass it along, you fucking tramp. Leon Edwards gets 2 stoned impression. That's 9 hits in a row. I can't see anything. I'm blind.
I couldn't believe that the UFC champ is going to apologize to the MMA guru, man. It seems the MMA guru made a cult. We can say that he made a cult. Way to go, man. UFC champion apologizes to you. That's 9 hits in a row. I would say 10 hits in a row. Or 12 hits in a row. Because the MMA champion, the UFC champ, the best fighter on the planet at 135, apologizes to you. And it's true that Guru was talking a lot of shit. That's true. I mean, nobody can tell it was not true, because you know how emotional Guru can be. But I understand why is he doing. He's just emotional. I understand why is he doing that. But fighters sometimes get angry because of that. No, they get too emotional. But they could help each other, you know. Looking back at that aspect of the game, Guru can help Aljo grow fan base, while Aljo can help Guru maybe, I don't know, in fighting. But the funniest thing is that he believes that Guru is a wheelchair user. That's the funniest thing he believes. Can't believe that he thinks that Guru is a wheelchair user, because everybody knows that's not true. Vlad, last one. You're sending. Okay, let me hear.
What you got for Nate Diaz?
Okay.
Hey, Nate. And I have Down syndrome, and
that's
so
the loudest.
And thank you for what you do for us, man. I appreciate it. It really helped us having a guy on a top-level fighter to show us we can do it. He's like, no, what? Thank you, man.
Respect to everyone with Downs. Respect to
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. No, this is fucking UFC. Everybody's on steroids. No, this is fucking UFC. Everybody's on steroids. Nate and Nick. Nate and Nick are too epic, guys. When they said that everybody's on steroids, but they are on weed. They are on weed and everybody's on steroids. Molly McCann. No, okay. Molly McCann. Okay, let me see.
just fucking hiding away in his room. Do you think it's safe, love? I'll try and record an episode of my vlog now. I'm just going to try and get an intro without her busting in and invading my space. Did you ring the gym? And did they say that Molly was at the gym? Molly's at the gym? Fine, I'll try and record a piece of my vlog. Are you sure she's at the gym? Paddy, lad, they said she was at the gym. I don't know what else to tell you, mate. You gotta stop being so paranoid, mate. She's not gonna jump in the vlog every time you start vlogging. But mate, like, serious, like, she said she was at the gym, like, yes, I rang her 5 minutes ago. She was at the gym. Alright, I'm gonna try and record some vlog. Yo, what's up, people? Got a fight announcement to make. Me and Jordan. Well in, lads. What's up, lads? Get on the ale, Paddy. I know that. Yeah, Molly, yeah.
Oh man, a crazy guy. It looks like Molly McCann. Have you watched Hamdi Abdel-Wahab versus Tyler Lee? Yeah, I did. Sent one more. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Have you watched Hamdi Abdel-Wahab versus Tyler Lee? Yeah, I did, but no distance. Tyler Lee is so bad. No distance for Don'Tale Mace versus. No distance for Don'Tale Mace. It's about women's MMA. Okay, I'm gonna open it. Guru saying good things about women's MMA.
Anyway, let's go. The women's featherweight division. Everyone's top 5 level. The sheer amount of times the women's strawweight belt gets passed around just shows the level of that division. It's so competitive. Lauren Murphy being 6-5 in the UFC and being number 4 at women's flyweight shows how good the division is. Holly Holm not being able to create children that don't have Down syndrome and still being at the top of the women's bantamweight division shows how much the women's bantamweight division is evolving. That just shows the warrior spirit within her. She's so good, she can take gambles like that. And boy, is Juliana Pena tough. Raquel Pennington isn't a lesbian.
Matthew Samuelsberger, let's go.
Women's MMA is the highlight of every card.
Women's MMA is the highlight of every card.
I sometimes get bored in the middle of male fights
because I want to get to the women's ones. Thank you for the $2 SoundCloud mouse. You're doing great, bad. Thank you.
Matthew decision, yes. Raquel
Honestly,
Pennington is.
When the men's lightweights fight, I just see it as a shipbreak to get me ready for women's flyweight.
Matthew decision.
I'm done. It's been 5 minutes. I don't know how I stretched it out for 5 minutes, but thank you for the fucking $100. I appreciate your $100.
Man, I could talk about female division, everything the best, literally, because I love females MMA, but Guru doesn't love female MMA. I know he hates females fights. Oh, man. It's epic. But to be honest, there is something I really much appreciate about females MMA. A lot of distance, long range fighting, a lot of... there's something I really like about females MMA. And the fact that females MMA is evolving, we have a lot of feinting, a lot of lateral moves, a lot of sideways moves, and a lot of, weak shots, a lot of weak strikes. But that's something that really gives us the dimension. How do you mean I actually mean it this time? What do you mean I actually mean it this time? Found the last one. The last one. You sent me something else. Okay. You sent me something else. Okay, I haven't heard.
Leon after winning the belt impression. Now I won the belt, I guess I can fight for the title. The only way I fight for the title if I win the belt. You've got the title, Leon Edwards. Yeah, but now I've got the title, I can fight for the title. And I can get the fight for the title finally after a career. We cannot wait to fight for the title. You've got the fucking belts, Leon Edwards. Stop, for God's sakes. We're worried about you. Your mum's crying. You know what I mean? Like, it'll just get to that point where he just doesn't. And then he'll be screaming, "Oh, wait for the title!" With like a straight jacket, and he's fucking eating his own shit out of the toilet in a fucking mental asylum.
Oh man, how disrespectful, Guru. Why are you insulting? Man, your mom's crying. Why are you insulting fighters, man? That's okay. I mean, it's funny, but why your mom is crying? I mean, okay, it's cringy, but let's be honest, guys. Female MMA rocks. Victoria Leonardo. No, when I won the belt. I seriously mean it, when I won the belt. Come on, man, your mom's crying. I won the belt. I can fight for the belt. I can do something I like. I don't have British accent, but I can do for the belt. I can fight for the belt. I can fight for the belt. So I can do it. So. I'm a specialist for other impressions, like, for example, Khabib. I'm gonna smash that guy. Your grappling is 0. Your striking is 0. I'm coming to get you. There are many guys I can do impressions, but British accent is kind of problematic to me. But Leon Edwards, after winning the belt, yeah, but normal speech of Leon Edwards is hard to me, because I would need a British accent. But that after winning the belt, that is funny. How Guru copied this guy. He's so fucking epic, man. He was born to act, born actor. The king. Tony Ferguson versus Dan Hooker is the fight to make. Yes, I agree. I would definitely like to see that fight slated. Definitely Tony Ferguson versus Dan Hooker makes sense to me. It definitely makes sense to me. Dan Hooker on a losing streak. We got Tony Ferguson pretty much at the end of his career, 37, 38 years of age. That's definitely a fight to make. So you never know. Maybe Tony Ferguson is going to bounce back into the winning column. You never know that. You never know that. Maybe he's really going to get back into the winning column. But Unlike Guru, I do believe that female MMA is great, but I know many people who don't like female MMA because of tactical fights, because of the lack of finishes, etc., etc., etc. But I always remember the epic fight between Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Weili Zhang, and that reminds me of the power, of the potential power of the females MMA. That really is the potential power of the females MMA. Because sometimes the fights can really, sometimes the fights can really suck, and I do back you up on that one. But sometimes fights can be really, really entertaining. You never know. But tactical warfares, nobody likes watching tactical warfares, especially the one between Rose Namajunas and Carlos Esparza, for example. That was a snooze fest tactical warfare, and the crowd was pretty much angry because of that. And I can understand them to some point. I can understand why the crowd was furious by that. I would also be furious. No, really, I would also be furious. I got to say. I would also be furious when we see that fight. But on the other side, when we see Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Weili Zhang, or when we see finishes, for example, like we've seen in Valia Shevchenko versus Lauren Murphy, then you can't criticize the females MMA. Like, imagine this: females smashing each other noses, a lot of blood, a lot of slugfest, etc. That's awesome, man. Females hurting each other. What's next for Chris Weidman? The next thing for Chris Weidman would be the guy on a super losing streak. That would be the next for Chris Weidman. Some guy on a super losing streak. Because Chris Weidman is now in a problem. Next loss, bye-bye. He really needs somebody, maybe a gatekeeper or somebody on a very, very, very huge losing streak, or somebody who's just building his career. He needs a chance to win the fight, and as well as you know, that's not going to be pretty much easy, especially for a guy like Widman. You know that Widman was having so many ups and downs, but after that title loss, he has changed. Something has changed inside of him. He doesn't have the same desire to fight. Something has really changed. I don't know how to explain that, but something is off with him. Nowadays, I just have a feeling that something is pretty much off with him, that something really, really big has happened, and I really need... I really need a striker, a match versus striker would be awesome. Somebody with a similar fighting style like Mark Munoz. Mark Munoz, for example, he needs somebody smaller with so-so wrestling and somebody who can't stand and bang with him. If you have that kind of a fighter in mind, we can pair him with Chris Weidman. I do believe that Chris Weidman should be paired with that type of the opponent. Maybe some new guy. Kutalaba versus Walker should be fun. I'm all in Kutalaba in that fight. I think Walker has no chin at all. But Kutalaba is tough, but he got finished. He got smashed by Magomed Ankalaev, but he can take a beating. And Johnny No Chin Walker. If Kutalaba drags that fight to the ground, it's all over. Yeah, I'm eager to say Johnny No Chin Walker. Now I'm gonna say that I'm disrespectful like Guru, but Johnny No Chin Walker. Widman versus Brian Battle. Maybe Widman versus Brian Battle could work well for me. Yeah, Brian Battle is having a similar fighting style to Mark Munoz, and he's pretty much open to elbows, and Chris Weidman still has that elbow flare inside of him, so he could try to counter elbow the guy, or he could try to catch him into the looping left hook or leading left hook. That could be okay. Yeah, that could be okay to him. Man, everybody picked Juliana Pena here. Whoa. Nobody believes in Amanda Nunes anymore. I also bet on Juliana Pena. Yeah, Bram Battle should be an okay guy, Charles Barkley. I really do believe that Bram Battle could be an okay guy to deal with. But again, who could be a good thing now? Which fights are you looking forward? Actually, I'm mostly, believe it or not, I'm mostly looking forward to the fight between Nicolai Negumereanu and Dihor Potieria because I know it's going to be a war. Even if Pena loses, they'll do a trilogy, so not too much pressure on her shoulders. I do agree. If they make a trilogy, if Pena wins again, I think trilogy makes no sense, but if Pena loses, they're going to make a trilogy, and I think that trilogy is pretty much going to be awesome. I really do believe that trilogy is pretty much going to be awesome, at least on my end. I think I would be pretty much interested in that trilogy, but it makes no sense if Pena defeats her another time. Amanda Nunes will be swinging hard. Right off the bat, she will start attacking aggressively, but Pena survived the onslaught last time, so Pena is tougher than she initially looks. Plus, you know what makes this even weirder? Pena is a mom. I don't know how she can handle such a huge level of stress. Also, Nunes is a mom right now. She's a dad or whatever, how they call it. I don't want to interfere into that, but they both have kiddos, and they say that kid is going to give you wings. People are usually saying that kids give you wings. Once you have a kid, you are aware that you need to battle way harder, and hey, Robert. No, that's what my fans saying. They're saying that the kid is going to give you wings, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Nunes is a dad. Dad! Ah, you say she's a dad. Okay, I'm back in 30 seconds just to take a bit of water. So you say Nunes is a dad? Oh yeah. Please, big regards to Amanda, the dad, Nunes. Do you remember Joe Stevenson's nickname? Joe the Daddy Stevenson. Or maybe we should try with Amanda the Daddy Nunes. She's a baby thief. Ah, Amanda the Daddy Nunes. Or Amanda the Dada. Amanda the Daddy Nunes. Yeah, we have a nickname for Amanda Nunes. That's the language barrier we'll have to say if YouTube gets you for that. That's the language barrier we'll have to say if YouTube gets you on for that. Yeah, I understand. Amanda the Daddy Nunes. I know, I understand it's all about the language barrier, etc. But if we say, in my state, if you say Dada, it means daddy. Amanda, The Dada, it means Daddy Nunes, or Amanda the Daddy Nunes. That's a great nickname. We could discover a lot of nicknames here. Just want to have fun today, 20 more minutes I'm live, so let's bring it on. Let's have fun. I'm pretty much serious, but I really want to have fun with my fans. I really need this in my life, I like fun in my life, so let's have fun. Let's get down to business. Go, 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 go. Have you seen the newest video on my TikTok? The newest story, the MMA fighter I'm training with, he published a video of me hitting the bag. I'm hitting with elbows and kicks, and believe it or not, my elbows are better than my punches. I know, it kind of gave me picks. I played on... I can tell you who I bet on. I played on Negumerano, I played on Peña, and I played on Ankalaev. I bet on those three. Do you think Figgy is gonna front row? I don't think so. This is actually who I was playing. So Negumerano to win, Peña to win, and Ankalaev to win because of the previous fight. That's why I chose Peña. I've seen what happened in the previous fight, and Nunes can only win via round 1 knockout, and I don't see round 1 knockout. Hello, Jubaka, how are you? I mean, there's a lot of risk in that fight, so if you don't want to risk in that fight, go with not going the distance. Go with fight not going the distance. Morales is going to win, but minus 650. I think Morales is going to win, though, but minus 650, very small odd. But if you want to put Morales on that bet, go for it. I didn't bet on Morales because it's low value, but I do believe Morales is going to win. I am giving him advantage, massive advantage over Fugit. But if you want a safer pick for Peña versus Nunes, then the fight will not go the distance. Nunes will weather the storm early on. If she doesn't finish her in the first or second round, it should be easy win for Peña. Hey, Jubaka, how are you, friend? Okay, I'm gonna write you my bets. Actually, it's an old one, but I haven't used it for a while. Oh, hello, Kevin. How are you? I just wrote my picks. Sorry, I just wrote my bets. Singles, of course. Is the Lewis versus Spev fight a lock, not going the distance? Yes. Yes, I think that fight will not go the distance. No way it goes the distance. I bet on Negumerano, I bet on Peña, and I bet on Ankalaev. I bet on those three. I didn't bet on other fights. Yes, I think Morales is going to win, but minus 650. Morales is a great fighter, but man, minus 650. I think the line is pretty much off. Morales should be minus 300. Minus 300, minus 350, that's okay. Rafael Alves a good underdog? Yes. Rafael Alves is always a good underdog. He is unable to cut to 145. So now he's moving to 155, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm scared because he's moving to 155. He's changing his weight class. That kind of scares the shit out of me. And his opponent is a knockout artist. Do you think Ankalaev by submission? Oh, hardly by submission. I think Ankalaev by boring decision, hardly by submission, because Smith is actually very decent on the ground. Smith's BJJ is very, very, very good. He's a black belt in BJJ, I think. Right? I don't think Ankalaev will be fishing for the finish in that fight. Yeah, I think Ankalaev by boring decision by backpedaling. Alves is my pick first round submission. Good luck with Alves. I'm just telling, I'm a bit worried about Alves. I'm a bit worried because he's moving one division up. You know, when a fighter changes weight class, it's always 50-50. But in the case of Gamrot, it was epic. In the case of Dillashaw, it was a problem. So it really depends on the fighter. No, really, it really depends on the fighter. If Ankalaev wins via submission, that's gonna be great, but hardly. Very much hardly. Ankalaev on the ground is more about Dagestani wrestling control and maybe some hitting, but he's more about top control. In the stand-up, he has a knockout power. I just played Ankalaev straight. And Negumereanu, I picked Negumereanu only because of his toughness and the ability to withstand the greatest punches of Alex Chamur. And the Horpoteria, I don't think Horpoteria hits harder than Alex Chamur. I really don't think he hits harder. Is the Lego boy a lock? I don't know, not sure. I'm not sure whether he's a lock or not. For me, I don't think so. What do you think? My only lock for this card is actually Ankalaev. And my most confident pick is Negumereanu alongside Peña. Negumereanu really pretty confident pick. Alves is a good dog pick, but again, he is changing weight class. That's a problem. You think Lego boy decision? Okay. Okay, that could be okay. What do you think about Matthew, Sammy the Jedi? I think Sammy the Jedi gonna outwork Morono. Think it's gonna be tough decision win. Terrible card. Nobody's the sure bet. Absolutely. Absolutely. Only Ankalaev could be the sure bet, but man, like -475. I usually never play more than one underdog, but on this card I had to risk a bit more. Like Negumereanu versus Poteria is 50-50, but Negumereanu can take a beating and it's hard to finish him on the ground, so that's why I picked Negumereanu. Nunes, I picked Peña because of the previous fight, and Ankalaev, I played Ankalaev because I think Ankalaev is going to play safe. That's why I picked Ankalaev, and I think Morales is going to win, but I didn't pick him because of the value, like -650. That's the only reason why I didn't pick him. I think Morono versus Sammy the Jedi could go the distance. Nunes versus Peña not going the distance should be okay bet. Pavlovich versus Lewis not going the distance should be okay bet. Yeah, other picks, other fights, I don't know. Don't tell me Sammy the Jedi and Pantoja, all sure bets. Don't tell me fight not going the distance. That is my pick for that fight. Sammy the Jedi, Pantoja. I'm giving Pantoja 60%. I mean, I think odds are pretty much okay in that fight. What do you think, guys? I really think odds are fair in that fight. 12 more minutes. I don't know why they gave a chance to Abdel Wahab. I think Dontel Mace should win that one, though. I think he should. He is not a super big favorite, which to some point I can understand. Everyone, leave a like for Vlad. Thank you so much, Charles Barkley. How's Imani doing, by the way? Is he gonna add this card? I know he's having a job, etc, but I hope we're gonna see some more of Imani. Thank you so much. Everybody leave a like. Oh, man. That's awesome. That's just awesome on your end, man. He will be back live with his first fight companion in 3 weeks on Saturday. So we will have the fight companion of E-Money. That's awesome. That is awesome, and we got the big return of E-Money. E. Let's go, E. But I didn't know that he's a former basketball player, man. The guy can even dunk. That's so epic. The guy can even dunk. Pretty much famous. Famous guy, famous boy. I'm sorry because he doesn't have 1,000 guys to follow him. That's demoralizing. Also, Vlad is gonna cover the main card. And Vlad is gonna cover the whole card though. Vlad has a sparring session prior to that, just to know, so Vlad might be a bit off when it comes to the first few fights until I wake up. I'm gonna sleep for 3 hours, but tonight I'm sleeping. Tonight I'm gonna sleep like 10 hours. But the last night I was unable to sleep. I don't know why. I was having sleeping issues. Big sleeping issues. It's too fucking hot here, man. But I used to be a bit worried. Let's go. Leave a like, everybody. Let's go, my lovely lads. Leave a like. Let's rock and roll. You are the best. And you're having the best fans in the world. You can do literally everything. Amanda will beat Pena. You guys are tripping. We'll see. Plus 230. Yeah. Pena just needs to survive round 1. That's gonna be hard. Just need to survive 1 round against Nunes. Nunes who knocked out Cyborg. Nunes who knocked out Holly Holm. That competition is tough. But both of them are tough. Nunes first TKO ground and pound. Nunes first round KO TKO. Let me see how much is that odd. I think it's plus 250, something like that. Yeah, if Nunes wins, she's gonna win in round 1, so... Nunes round 1. Plus 390. That's a big plus. Pretty much realistic and potential bet. Yes, I can do it. We have a few more minutes. Yeah. Okay, I can do that. 5 more minutes, I'm live, so let's go with votes. O'Malley or Jan, who wins? Yes, I can do it. 5 more minutes, I'm live. I think Jan gonna win that one, but people are downgrading O'Malley's chances. I believe it's gonna be a tough matchup. Man, I would like to see Sean O'Malley win that one, but I just think Jan is too tough. Just think Jan is too tough for that. I may be a little biased for Sugar. Man, I want Sugar Sean to win. I'll be honest with you. I really want Sugar Sean to win, but this is Petr Yan. This is not just anybody. This is Petr Yan. This is the elite level of the elite level. The former champ. Plus 5 rounds. I don't know how is that gonna affect Sugar Sean. If it's 3 rounds, okay, then I'd give him like 40%, but if it's going to be 5 rounds, it worries me even more. Sugar is not slowing down in 3-round fights, but how about 5-rounders? And Yan is constantly going to pressure. Yan is constantly pressure. He is pressure all day fighter. The problem is the fact that he is gonna press very, very hard. If you gave Nate and Sean O'Malley a percentage chance to win their next fight, what would you say? People are saying Nate has 1% chance. Nate has the chance in the dying seconds of the fight, so in the last round. You've seen what he did to Leon Edwards, so I like that opinion. Listen, if it's 3 rounds, Sugar Sean has good chances, but 5 rounds, I'm scared. I'm scared about 5-rounders for Sugar Sean. And I want him to win, man. I'm a fan of Yan too, but Sugar Sean is a Taekwondo guy. That entertaining strikes, and he is a fan favorite. If it's 5 rounds, Nate might actually pull this out if he reaches round 5 or round 4, of course, if he reaches the championship rounds. Chimaev was slowing down against Burns in round 3. Are they both confirmed? Nate versus Khamzat 5 rounds and Yan versus Sean 3 rounds. Well, they are confirmed, but you never know what's going to happen with Nate Diaz. I mean, let's be honest, this is Nate Diaz. This is Nate Diaz, man. He can pull out. Sean versus Yan, as much as I know, should be 3-rounder if they don't change it. Nate Diaz can pull out. That's Nate Diaz. Khamzat is not gonna pull out. He's chasing for money, chasing for glory. He doesn't give a damn much. But Nate Diaz is all about fun. If Nate beat Khamzat and flips Dana off on his way out the cage, does he become a bigger star than McGregor? Yes. Absolutely. Yes, and yes. And I think he's gonna do something bad to Dana White if he wins that fight. He's gonna say like, hey, Dana, look at who I beat. Dana, I nearly beat Leon Edwards, baby. I beat Khamzat Chimaev, baby. I derailed that hype train, baby. Yeah, I derailed that hype train, baby. There's no more Khamzat Chimaev hype train, baby. thanks to Nate Diaz, he is going to become the greatest star in the history of this competition if he beats Khamzat. I can guarantee you that. He nearly defeated Leon Edwards. He came very close to finishing him in round 5. That guy never guesses out. Then it's 280 again. Is it September or October? I need to check. It's Abu Dhabi. October 22nd, 2022. Abu Dhabi. Etihad Arena, Abu Dhabi. So October 22nd, 2022. I knew it was something in October though. All right, guys, I need to go to work right now. So thank you so much. Was a fun chat, and yeah, 3 months. Let's go. Was a fun chat. Thank you so much for staying with me. And you rock. You are amazing. I really had a great day today. Tomorrow I'm gonna follow the vein and then doing last minute picks and predictions later. Night, everyone. Catch you later. You too.